Trinadapi sunichena Torariva sahishnuna Amanina manadena Kirtaniya sadahari Hare Nama Hare Nama Hare Nama Eva Kevalam Kalau Nastyeva 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 Gati Anyata. Srimad Bhagavad-Gītā as it is, chapter number 15, Purushottama Yoga, the Yoga of the Supreme Person, text number 10. We can chant the Sanskrit together. Utkramandang stitang vapi Bhunjanang va gunanvitam Vimudhananu pashyanti Pashyanti jnana chakshusha. Now responsibly. Ukramantam, quitting the body. Stitam, situated in the body. Va api, either. Bhunjanam, enjoying. Va, or. Guna anvitam, under the spell of the modes of material nature. Vimudha, foolish persons. Na, never. Anupashyanti, can see. Pashyanti, can see. Jnana chakshusha, those who have the eyes of knowledge. So, there's a few words here in the word for word I want to talk about. So this first one, Bhunjanam, enjoying. And it's also Guna Anvitam, under the spell of the modes of material nature. So that is the trick of Maya. Maya allows you to think you are enjoying. But actually, there is no enjoyment actually in the modes of nature. Yes, we will learn in chapter 18 that there is enjoyment in the modes of ignorance, passion, and goodness. But the real enjoyment is on the transcendental platform. That is real enjoyment. That enjoyment is the soul proper on the spiritual platform. Enjoyment on the material plane is simply a creation of the mind, mental concoction. Why? Guna anvitam, because you're under the spell of the modes of material nature. Maya allows you to think you are enjoying. Just as a person who is intoxicated, he thinks he's enjoying, but actually he's tightly under the grip of the modes of nature. But Maya tricks him and he thinks, I'm enjoying. Someone in an intoxicated state thinks, I am the king, I am this, I am that. But actually he's just a conditioned soul, a prisoner. But Maya tricks him into thinking, yes, you are enjoying. And then the last word, Jnana Chakshusha, those who have the eyes of knowledge. So those eyes of knowledge are given to you by the scriptures. Those eyes of knowledge are given to you by the spiritual master. That is Jnana Chakshusha. You see through the words of the spiritual master, you see through the teachings of the revealed scriptures. That is how you see. So now we go to the translation. Please repeat. The foolish cannot understand. Please repeat. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all of this. The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all of this. Another example. You all have experience in India. You see the hog, how he is enjoying. The hog thinks this is the life. But you, being in a higher position, you look at the hog's life and you go, how horrible a life. But the hog is thinking, this is the life. The classic story, Indra, when he became a hog. And when Lord Brahma said, now it's time for you to come back, Indra, as the hog, said, what do you mean? I have my wife, I have my children, I have my stool. Why should I want to come back? So this is the whole material enjoyment. We think we're enjoying. But those who are coming from a higher platform can see there is no enjoyment there. But you have to be coming from the higher position. All right, let's look at Prabhupada's purport. The word Jnana Chakshusha is very significant. Without knowledge, one cannot understand how a living entity leaves his present body, nor what form of body he is going to take in the next life, nor even why he is living in a particular type of body. This requires a great amount of knowledge understood from Bhagavad-Gītā and similar literatures heard from a bona fide spiritual master. One who is trained to perceive all these things is fortunate. That's why there's that statement by Lord Chaitanya. Brahmanda Brahmate Kono Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai Bhakti Lata Bij. Bhagyavan. The Bengali Bhagyavan means somebody who is very fortunate. Why is he fortunate? Because he has the combined mercy of Guru and Krishna. Not just Guru, not just Krishna. Both have to be there. That is the fortune. So that's what Prabhupada is saying here. One who is trained to perceive all these things is fortunate. Every living entity is quitting his or her body under certain circumstances. He or she is living under certain circumstances, and he or she is enjoying under certain circumstances under the spell of material nature. Again, Prabhupada continues to use this word spell. What puts you in a spell? A witch. A witch is someone who puts you in a spell. You don't have freedom when you're in a spell. Spell means you're totally controlled. So Maya puts us in a spell. That word spell is very significant. Prabhupada is choosing his words. As a result, he or she is suffering different kinds of happiness and distress. Hear it again. Notice what Prabhupada is saying. Suffering different kinds of happiness and distress. It seems contradictory. Suffering happiness? Yes. because it's illusory. It's illusory. It's not actual happiness. It's not actual happiness. Under the illusion of sense enjoyment, persons who are everlastingly fooled by lust and desire lose all power to understand their change of body and their stay in a particular body. They cannot comprehend it. Those who have developed spiritual knowledge, however, can see that the spirit is different from the body and is changing its body and enjoying in different ways. A person in such knowledge can understand how the conditioned living entity is suffering in this material existence. Therefore, those who are highly developed in Krishna consciousness try their best to give this knowledge to the people in general, for their conditional life is very much troublesome. So, this is why Prabhupada emphasized preaching. Preaching is showing that you have compassion. Like this devotee here, she's come to your house for the first time. She goes on book distribution with the Laguna Beach devotees. What's that? Okay. Well, she come in. So, Prabhupada emphasized preaching because it's the maximum amount of display of compassion. When she goes out on book distribution, some people are interested, many are not. She'll knock on a door. They may be very rude, or they may be nice. You don't know. You're knocking on a complete stranger's home in America, not India. In America. I've had the experience. I knocked on someone's door and they pulled a gun on me. And once the dog bit me. So that's America. Like they have that expression, you know, beware of dog. It says, forget the dog, beware of the owner. And then it shows a gun. Beware of the owner. Don't beware of the dog. This is America. So going out to preach displays the devotee's compassion. And that is how the devotee makes rapid advancement. When you go out to preach, you make rapid advancement. You get the blessings of Lord Chaitanya and Prabhupada. You get so much mercy and so much realization from going out and preaching. Let's continue. Therefore, those who are highly developed in Krishna consciousness try their best to give this knowledge to the people in general, for their conditional life is very much troublesome. They should come out of it and be Krishna conscious and liberate themselves to transfer to the spiritual world. Krishna, 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 hey, bolo. Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Krishna 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshama. Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahimam. Okay, everybody chant japa for 1 second, please.